In this episode of TRT Collective, we'll be visiting Alizée Froment. Alizée has been, of course, working in Liberty for many, many years and has a lot of experience. We are working together now because we found collectively that we share a lot of ideals. And so after seeing each other at different clinics and shows around the world, we decided to come together. And you're going to see and witness in this first episode us working horses together. I thought it'd be a great idea for everybody to know a little bit about your stable operations. So not sort of a tour, but more a bit how your horses live and how they're going in and how they're going out. I know that you have an incredible high-end maintenance care for your horse program. So, but maybe just a little bit of the things you're thinking about and the basics of what you're providing for your horses.
Okay, off we go then.
Okay, lead the way.
Well, I started actually with jumping. That was my first love. I still love jumping, but then I got a muscle accident, so I cannot jump anymore. And then I wanted to do theater. I never wanted to be a rider. So I stopped horses and I've been in an acting school. And then it was face, you know. Someone called me, they asked me if I could present one of their pony to the dressage team trainer. And then life brought a horse and a saddle and a van and everything, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna do that for 2-3 years. And 2-3 years turned into 10 years and 15. So here is only, we have all the storage. This is the stretching wall.
And this is its permanent place?
Yeah, because then the horses come, so they all come from the field through here to go to the preparation area. Then they can stop from the field, do a bit of this one, do a bit of this one where we work. And then they go
You made it good.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a solid one.
Yes, it's a good one.
Nice.
So that's on our way into the preparation area. This is our little food house. You can see
to keep the mice and the rats out.
Absolutely.
Actually quite handy. Just to,
with all the organization, the different...
My God.
Yes, smells nice.
Like a homeopathy center.
Here we have we keep all the supplement and the food for the day, and so we try to keep it always away from the mouse. We also have the hay again here. We steam the hay every day for the day after.
Okay.
Here we have the second stable unit. Here we have already 2 fields. The hay field, because we do our own hay, which we seed with organic seeds. And
this is, of course, where we see most of your wonderful Insta gallops.
That's also our hacking track, because around we have nowhere where we are allowed to go hacking with the horses.
Outside the property,
Exactly,
so
it's not allowed. So then we made our own hacking path and field to play. So we have the sand field. Some horses are going into the sand field in winter. Some, like Sultan, he cannot because he eats the sand, then he gets the problem from it. So we try to see the one that are having, you know, the winter issues
Yeah.
with the skin
Yeah.
that cannot go into the grass field because
Yeah.
then they get all these problems. They stay in the sand field. The other ones go in the grass field.
Yeah.
And we have a
So your morning routine is everyone is out?
at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
they are all out
Yeah.
because then even the first one that will work, they will already have been out, so the body can wake up
yeah,
quietly. They first get the hay, then they go out, and then they get
Okay.
the food.
Yeah.
Here we have our outdoor arena, which is nice. So probably tomorrow I will finally get
Yeah,
to ride
yeah.
in it. I was feeling too much stuck into a drawer where you have to follow the rules, try to stick as much as possible to the rules. And so one day I came to the stable and I just said, I'm gonna go only with the halter. And my groom at that time, she looked at me like, okay. And it was just to have some oxygen on that day, but what I felt was way deeper. So I felt a connection, I felt some new understanding in the body. So from just what was meant to be a game, it became more and more something I wanted to dig in. Connecting, having a better understanding. It was the best I ever did because then I could really become who I was meant to be and feel at the right place. For the very first time, I felt I was at the right place. So here we have Mistral, the king.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Mistral always chose his place, and this field is where he feels he can see everyone.
Yeah.
And
He has the
then,
right feng shui from that
yeah.
position.
And I always say, all the horses are our priority, but Mistral is having more priority than the priority. So the whole stable is around Mistral's life.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he deserves it.
He looks as if he's aware
Yeah,
of
he
it
knows
too.
he's the king. So here we have Lucy's horse who just arrived, and
Yeah.
then J'adore and Dolce.
Okay.
And they really love to be together,
Yeah.
J'adore and Dolce. The only thing is I wanted to put them together, but we saw that by having them together, already just here, I just saw that J'adore was already starting to struggle when we would bring Dolce in.
Okay.
She started to feel ungrounded, to yell, to have anxiety. So
Yeah.
even if I would like to have them together, then
Yeah.
I also need to think, is it something good for them
Yeah.
if then they go into anxiety?
Yeah.
Or here they are still together because they have the same, they can
Yeah.
talk around the fence.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there is nothing,
But
there is no separation,
Yeah.
but still they have their own stable.
Yeah.
And
That little bit of 1
Yeah.
degree of separation. Oh.
so it's Tuesday. Tuesday I have a second
Oh
daughter.
yeah. Yeah.
Voilà.
Nice. Hello.
And then here is a mix between show things and the supplement horse.
Oh. Oh.
And
This looks like a horse shop in here.
Yeah, but then we have everything we
Yeah.
need.
Yeah.
So these are all the clays. Every single clay has its own properties.
Yeah.
Then, according to what I feel on the horses, then I
But
always
you're
I
using
choose.
clay a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
And the results are really, you can
Yeah.
really feel the day after that you use the
Yeah.
clay. The way it helps the body
Yeah.
is really
And the drawing,
incredible, because you can see you can feel the day after how much where you push the clay, they feel softer and they are more comfortable, and then they can use it way better.
I can feel it on your horses. It's confusing to me.
So So here we have the three preparation place with the shower here. We have our rug holder, the karcher, because every single evening we do the karcher everywhere to have everything tidy and clean for the day after. This is the massage cream that we are using at the moment. Pharmacy
Just a couple.
Just a couple. So we have different creams, different property that, and then I switch also according to what I felt on the horse. And for this, because you asked me for the routine, we do stretching and massage routine. We do before the work that gives the information about how they feel physically, and in the same time you can...
To the horse or to the people?
To the horse.
To the horse, yeah.
No, I'm not massaging and stretching my people.
No. No, I meant that people know how the horse feels.
They do. So
but also how the horse knows how he feels.
Yeah.
So he's feeling the body before
absolutely.
the work.
So it's both, and in the same time they can check the mental status. So if one is feeling more tense, more stressed, that's the first check. Then I come for the work, they gave me the information. Then I can adapt the work according to the information they give me. Like if they say this one is having this shoulder really locked today, then I will adapt the gymnastic and the warm-up in order to help really to go here. Then after the work, I come back, I give the information about how I felt the horse, how it went. Then they redo the whole massage and stretching routine, and they tell me how it feels compared to before. So we always work all together. It's really a loop in order to have some checks about how is it going and how we can help better and how we can make it better.
So what someone would do with the physio or a massage person, you do every day.
And sometimes we have some physio coming and they say, yeah, but then you don't need me. Maybe not. Here we have all the laundry, all the vibes, because they always get the vibes before in order to warm up the tendons. And
to warm up.
To warm the tendons. So it's vibrating, so then the tendons...
but not with ice.
No, the ice is after work. Before the work, we only put the vibration. After work, they get 10-minute ice straight after the work. Then they get the BEMER protection. The rest of the lead therapy here...
Never thought of that before.
Really?
No. We have them also, but we only use them for ice.
But no. It's to warm up the... You have two. And you don't put the vibration on the ice.
No.
Because then it's... But then you don't use the vibration. You have ice vibes with no vibes. Okay, great. Now you can use the vibes.
Should read the manual before we... Cool. I know where I'm coming when I need some
when you need some
physical care.
routine.
My muscles are...
Absolutely.
Well, shall we work some horses?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's time.
Yeah. So of course in Alisé's live performances it always looks polished and perfect and a pure dance between her and the horses. But of course behind the scenes there's always a lot of work. There's always things that the horses can improve. So it'll be interesting to work together and to find out how we can help her and our horses be able to have confidence in those big, impressive arenas that she's in, but also for me to learn her craft, for me to start my Liberty journey and have some experience from her system.
Okay.
So how is he doing in general?
So I find him struggling a bit more to put the power behind at the moment. So the connection in the lumbar area he's a bit struggling, but in his mindset, he really wants.
Okay.
So I can see that he struggles to handle his balance, to make connection in the entire body. The wheezer, the problem is always the same, so he gets stuck in the neck, which means that then he locks the wheezer, and then the connection in the back cannot work. And then it's even more challenging for him to find the right answers.
What is the plan now, the goal? Where is he working towards?
Well, we have to see. I would love to be able to show his talent in shows, because I think that he has a very special, he's a special soul and a special personality. But I also need to make sure that he can handle it, because in shows you have to go through very difficult things sometimes.
And so, of course, Alizée has the plan to go into big shows and big environments, and there's going to be lights and smoke and music and crowd and atmosphere and energy. You know, you have to build up to the stage that he has a good toolkit. You've got to be teaching to him before doing to him, so that you know you have the chance when you prepare or you present him with something at a little bit higher level, that you know that he has the answers in there. I always feel on your horses the extreme level of care for the body. But here you end up with a body that's has its position in functionality, but it doesn't match the health.
Yeah.
The health is higher, much higher than like the softness of the muscles. You just feel the sort of hydration in the skin, in the fascia, the connection of the tissue in the horse's body, when through functionality would start to be not, you know, you get the cardboard feeling, you get this not that everything is connected and functioning and having good blood flow, because the functionality is not allowing that to a high level. And with your horse, I have to look further, because but this feels really healthy.
We need to go deeper.
So I just test the movement pattern, where the energy is going, and he's in a neutral position, so the behind and across is relatively easy for him. But then once he starts the movement pattern, just test again. And you see in the beginning the steps, what you explain about the wither, I also see he's saving himself in the front leg. But for me also, I don't feel that I need to really say this is incorrect. I would rather him feel the discomfort of that, and then he adjusts himself. So in the different to riding, where you have more impulsion and there's more strain on the body if he does it wrong. When we're doing the slow groundwork, the proprioception work, as you say, which I've now stolen from my own work through you, it sounds much more intelligent when you said it, how you said it. So now I use that. But if you're doing it slow, then they can do the mistake and not have a lot of damage. You're not doing 20 reps of it.
So I had all these amazing shows all over the world, and that was really, at that moment of my life, that was the perfect timing, and I enjoyed it, and that was amazing. Then I continued the journey, and now I'm a bit more struggling, because I took a bit of a different path, where it's more about really helping the horses and focusing on how to help them reach the best version of themselves. The journey for the horses is the same than for humans. It's not a journey that is always soft and easy. They also need to have the struggle in order to go over the struggle, to go to the next step, to grow into who they are meant to be and to become.
So we can already start to let him feel a little bit of something within the environment.
Yeah.
And not try to control him, but if he starts to move forward and left, then we teach him what a redirection is. So I tried to make a connection to what his body should do.
Yeah.
So I want to have the feeling later on with the opening up of the front leg. So he feels when he maybe starts to get nervous or it starts to challenge him, not thinking about managing his body, and he gets into a tension moment, that I can guide him here, and I can guide him back in to this part. Yeah. So connection to the front leg. This one. First diagonal pair, good, yes. Feeling himself. And I don't want him to go too quick into, oh, I'm in the wrong spot, I have to go in the right spot. It's not about right or wrong. It's about feeling where you are. Hey, good, and then it's enough. And then I don't think we need to do more before we start
we start with the machine.
Yeah, but I don't think for him, because sound is a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how much the smoke makes a sound, but I think it's better to do the sound first before the sound and the visual. And we can do that with a phone or whatever,
of course.
as long as we have the control.
Yeah. We connect my phone to the machine and then we can work on it.
Perfect. So movement. Yes, coming into diagonal pear shape. And then opening the front leg again, just like we did with the whip. Redirection.
And this is also something with him. On the moment, he tries to manage, and then suddenly, then it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes.
Yeah.
But you have really the step. It's not that he explodes on the moment.
Yeah. It's building
First,
up.
he's building up the story.
Boy. Yeah. Oh. So the timing of the length of pressure, working out what's happening in the body, asking him, do you want to go somewhere? Like physically, do you want to run off?
Yeah.
Do you want to, not controlling him, not trying to stop him, but saying, do you want to run off? And do you know how to redirect to bring yourself back? So the knowing that step, how do you bring yourself back here? Oh, what is this physical step? Hey, good boy. There's different soundtracks that I've tested and used, and they're at different levels. One is the speed in which new sounds come in. What is the difference in the sound? Is it a sound or a clap or a bang? You know, and these different directional sounds, speed of sound, timing between the sounds, depths of sound, that has a different impact on the body. So the popping in a firework becomes predictable. So also the horses can start to make themselves ready for the sound. And it's not the readiness to protect yourself, because that's a state of exhaustion, it's a feeling yourself, and that the outside influence of the sound is not affecting you. And so it's experimenting with those things, that how does the body perceive that, and what kind of awareness does it create, and how can it improve that horse from knowing the point that he's at and where he has to go with it. Yes. So the reward of allowing him a little bit into that run, rewarding when he sort of tries to find where he is within the space. It's also a way of finding yourself. Boy. And then letting him feel that again, that he says, oh yeah, this is the direction. Ooh, think about yourself, not something that's outside. Good. And then this is a good place to then make that just a little lesson, and then look for that the next time. And it's not that he has to be relaxed and sleeping while you're setting off bombs. It's the piece of information that will help him to not lose control. Yeah. The part that's the most important for him is going to be the beginning piece of information that sticks. Yeah. Shall we try a little bit with the smoke?
Yeah.
So with Dundee, of course, now we have the element of bringing all of the skills together. Smoke machine, sound, and he can really easily get an accumulation of stuff happening, which sends him into a kind of protection or a feeling like, oh, I can't deal with this anymore. You can control the on and off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Staying with you?
Yeah.
You let me know.
Yeah, you can go on. That was a good start. Just leave it on, leave it on, leave it on.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but it stops on its own. Yeah, I have it.
Yeah. I was waiting for the slow.
Yeah, no, it's no.
Good.
It's a real smoke machine.
Huh?
It's a real smoke machine.
Good. I go away and I come again?
Yeah.
I was like, when am I going to run out of cord? Can I go to the end of the arena? Koi, good. Good, and then the machine?
Yeah.
Ah. Yes. Yeah, timing was perfect. Good. Boy. And again. Oi. Yes. Good.
Yeah.
So we look for the proactive.
Yeah.
Okay, first 2 times is just a surprise.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like I shit myself and so did he. But of course the idea was to have him pause a moment, go away, be able to turn the smoke off, bring it again, draw him towards, turn it off, and get him, of course, doing the right thing in the body. But it doesn't always go perfect, and you have to then be able to work around those moments when your technical equipment doesn't do what you imagine it should do.
C'est bien.
Yeah.
Oui.
And so in these moments I also try not to just sort of stand and leave, no dialogue. It's not to keep them busy, but it's to sort of engage them and say, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know, when we feel it, when we see it, then this is what we do with our body. Really good. And then I'm going to, while he's moving, so not standing still and then it comes on,
Yeah. Okay.
but then while he's moving towards you, okay? Yes. Good, and then on again. Good. And continue. Good. Yes. Good, and continue. Good. And then off and then on again. There might be a surprising moment, and of course every horse can be surprised, but what happens after that is really important. And that's going to give you the guide or the information of, have you prepared the horse enough? So can you get a moment where, like we did in the beginning, he gets a bit of a surprise, and then be able to guide him back into a state of control, that you let him think he is in control in that moment. Okay, we got a bit excited, a bit suspicious, and this is new, but you know within yourself you have the tools to handle it, and it's not going to be a life and death experience. Perfect. Good. Good. In my mind I think, it needs to be I would guide you into being in one spot, that it's predictable, but actually when you're moving, and you've just put me more in the flow of being with him.
Yeah.
By moving and by adding the lights, that actually now you are training me and him.
Yeah, I like to challenge you. I'm here for that too.
It's good. But it's this feeling and the process of first find connection, bring yourself down to a control state, and then refocus and go somewhere else. And this he did really, really well during the training. So this, in the test phase, of course, proves itself that he's comfortable and he can do it. But of course the important part is going to see where he goes from here. Can he bring those skills on stage, in a performance, in a show, or in a clinic, or just in the training at home with Alizée, of replicating that environment again? And can that be the proof that he's now thinking, I'm the showman, I can do this? Nice.
Done.
Yeah.
You survived.
Yeah.
You jumped quite well. You were nearly flying.
Yeah, I survived the attack of the smokinator.
Well, I was just listening to you, actually. You meet different persons and you think, okay, this speaks to me, this speaks less to me. And with Tristan, he's the encounter in the horse world that made totally sense. We know that we want to become better and that we are in the same boat and we are trying to make the best out of it.
So an exciting session that was together. Some really exciting moments, for me especially, but also just to trade the knowledge, to exchange ideas and to work in that synergy together with Alizé's horses. Tune in next time where we're going to ask the big question, one that a lot of people have, stallion or gelding, which is the right choice? We're going to be going through that together in the next episode together with Alizée. Tune in, be ready for that.